How about a dance? What do you say? I got some moves that I'd love to show ya. Let's find a spot and dance the night away. How about a dance? It's always fun. Come over here, let me get to know ya. Can't beat a band to lift your spirits high. You look so handsome. How about a dance? Let's make a start. Music like this can really throw ya. You lose the blues and you may lose your heart. Tonight is the night I've been waiting for. Even the moon looks just right. I'm sure the crowd will make room on the floor when they see you look like you do. So how about a dance? Let's make a start. Music like this can really throw ya. You lose the blues and you may lose your heart. You lose the blues and you may lose your heart.
Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clean. Master, all I can say is if I were a bell, it'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I've just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light, and if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel? Little me with my quiet upbringing. Master, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd start popping my spring. Or if I were a bell, it'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me chemistry lesson I'm learning. Master, all I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. Yes, I knew my brow would crack from the wonderful way you looked. Boy, if I were a duck, I'd quack. Or if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're fondly caressing. Pal, if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Well, if I were a bell, it'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding.
There's a fortress on an island that's an hour south of Athens, near this little Grecian town I can't pronounce, so I won't try. And it looks like there's a castle that boats just floating on the water. And all around the moss green mountains poke and pierce the sky. The seagulls fly in circles over cafes on the shoreline, and 2 or 3 stray dogs are sleeping underneath the trees. The sun hides under clouds that coat the light in fainted purples. The current whips the colored ships that seesaw in the breeze. This is the closest I've come to being part of a painting, like I fell in a well of pastel an artist dipped in while he drew. And I know if I remember every detail, I can bring it home and paint it all for you. A girl waits at the harbor for a boy who went out fishing. He promised he'd return before the final breath of day. As darkness comes without him and she leaves the dark behind her, his boat appears, he dries her tears and carries her away. This is the closest I've come to being part of a painting, and although it was slow, now I know the kind of man I want to be. And I'm sure if I remember every detail, I can recreate this rendering of me. Sketches are never done, portraits are never complete. Sometimes it takes time before you're back on your feet. But now I know beauty, I understand peace. I found what I needed on the coast of Greece. I wanted some distance to chart the unknown. I needed to find my way on my own. But now finally I'm ready to let you be a part of my painting. And I swear I'll be there and I'll share the things I've come to know as true. Nothing else matters unless you'll be a part of my painting. For the heart of my painting is you. There's a man who writes a letter to a lady back in Pittsburgh. He says he's coming home and that his trip is finally through. And though he's scared, he signs it with I love you now and always.
be a princess on a throne, to have a country I could call my own, and a king who's lusty and requires a fling with a female thing. Great men will be men, let me turn on the gas. I caught them in the den with Marvin grabbing Whizzer's ass. Oh sure, I'm sure he did his best. I mean, he meant to be what he was not. The things he was are things which I forgot. He's a queen, I'm a queen, where is my crown? I'm breaking down, I'm breaking down. My life is shitty and my kid seems like an idiot to me. I mean, that's sick, I mean, he's great. It's me who is the matter, talking madder than the maddest hatter. If I repeat one more word, I swear I'll lose my brain. No, what else should I explain? Oh yes, it's true, I can cry on cue, but so can you. I'm breaking down. I'm breaking down, down, down. You asked me, is it fun to cry over nothing? It is! I'm breaking down. Now let's consider what I might do next. I hate admitting I've become perplexed. I'm bereaved, I've cried, I've shook, I've yelled, I've heaved, I have been deceived. As enemies go, Whizzer is not so bad. It's just he's so damn happy that it makes me so damn mad. I wanna hate him, but I really can't. It's like a nightmare how this all proceeds. I hope that Whizzer don't fulfill his needs. Don't disrupt, sing along. What was the noun? I'm breaking down. I'm breaking down. I'll soon redecorate these walls. I like some padding on the walls and also pills. I wanna sleep. Sure, things will probably worsen, but it's not like I'm some healthy person. I've rethought my talks with Marv, and one fact does emerge. Oh, I think I like his shrink, so that is why I might turn to drink. I'm on the brink of breaking down. I'm breaking down, down, down. I only want to love a man who can love me, or like me, or help me. Help me! Marvin was never mine. He took his meetings in the boys' latrine. I used to cry, he'd make a scene. I'd rather die than dry clean Marvin's wedding gown. I'm breaking down. I'm breaking down. It's so upsetting when I found that what's rectangular is round. I mean, it stinks. I mean, he's queer. And me, I'm just a freak who needs it maybe every other week. I don't know. I've rethought the fun we've had, and one fact does emerge. I've played the foolish clown, the almost virgin who sings this dirge is on the verge of breaking down. I'm breaking down, down, down. The only thing that's breaking up is my family. The only thing that's breaking up is my family but me. I'm breaking down. I've been through 10 high schools, they start to get blurry. No point planning routes cause you're gone in a hurry. My dad keeps 2 suitcases packed in the den, so it's only a matter of when. I don't learn the names, don't bother with faces. All I can trust is this concrete oasis. Seems every time I'm about to despair, there's a 7-Eleven right there. Eat
each store is the same, from Las Vegas to Boston, linoleum aisles that I love to get lost in. I pray at my altar of slush. Yeah, I live for that sweet frozen rush. Freeze your brain, suck on that straw, get lost in the pain. Happiness comes when everything numbs. Who needs cocaine? Freeze your brain, freeze your brain. Mom was alive, we lived halfway normal. Now it's just me and my dad, we're less formal. I learned to cook pasta, I learned to pay rent. Learned the world doesn't owe you a cent. You're planning your future, Veronica Sawyer. You'll go to some college and marry a lawyer. But the sky's gonna hurt when it falls, so you better start building some walls. Freeze your brain, swim in the ice, get lost in the pain. Shut your eyes tight till you vanish from sight. Let nothing remain. Freeze your brain, shatter your skull, fight pain with more pain. Forget who you are, unburden your load. Forget in 6 weeks, you'll be back on the road. When the voice in your head says you're better off dead, don't open a vein. Just freeze your brain, freeze your brain, go on and freeze your brain.
Another 100 people just got off of the train and came up to the ground, while another 100 people just got off of the bus and are looking around at another 100 people who got off of the plane, who are looking at us who got off of the train and the plane and the bus maybe yesterday. It's a city of strangers, some come to work, some to play. A city of strangers, some come to stay, some to stay. And every day, the ones who stay can find each other in the crowded streets and the guarded parks, by the rusty fountains and the dusty trees with the battered barks. And they walk together past the postcode walls with the cruel remarks. Or they meet at parties through the friends of friends who they never know. Will you pick me up or do I meet you there? Shall we let it go? Did you get my message? Cause I looked in rain. Can we see each other Tuesday if it doesn't rain? We'll go call you in the morning, all my service will explain. And another 100 people just got off of the train. It's a city of strangers, some come to work, some to play. City of strangers, some come to stay, some to stay. And every day, some go away. Or they find each other in the crowded streets and the guarded parks, by the rusty fountains and the dusty trees with the battered barks. And they walk together past the postcode walls with the crude remarks. Or they meet at parties through the friends of friends who they never know. Will you pick me up or do I meet you there? Shall we let it go? Did you get my message? Cause I looked in rain. Can we see each other Tuesday if it doesn't rain? They'll go call you in the morning, all my service will explain. Another 100 people just got off of the train. And another 100 people just got off of the train. And another 100 people just got off of the train. And another 100 people just got off of the train. Another 100 people just got off of the train.
Do I stress you out? My sweater's on backwards and inside out, and you say, how appropriate. I don't want to dissect everything today, and I don't mean to pick you apart, you see, but I can't help it. And there I go, jumping before the gunshot has gone off. Slap me with the splintered ruler. And it would knock me to the floor if I wasn't there already. If only I could kill the killer. Yeah, and all I really want is some patience. A way to calm the angry voice. And all I really want is deliverance. Do I wear you out? You must wonder why I'm relentless and all strung out. I'm consumed by the chill of solitary. I'm like a Stella. I like to reel it in and then spit it out. I'm frustrated by your apathy. And I am frightened by the corrupted ways of this land. If only I could meet the maker. And I am fascinated by the spiritual man. I'm humbled by his humble nature. Yeah, and what I wouldn't give to find a soulmate. Someone else to catch this drift. And what I wouldn't give to meet a kindred. Now enough about me, let's talk about you for a minute. And enough about you, let's talk about life for a while. The conflicts, the craziness, and the sound of pretense is falling all around, all around. Why are you so petrified of silence? Here, can you handle this? Do you think about your bills, your ex, your deadlines, or when you think you're gonna die? Or do you long for the next distraction? And all I need now is intellectual intercourse, the soul to dig the hole much deeper. And I have no concept of time, but the minute is flying. If only I could kill the killer. Yeah, and all I really want is some peace, man. A place to find a common ground. And all I really want is a wavelength. And all I really want is some comfort, a way to get my hands untied. And all I really want is some justice.
Fine, we're damaged, really damaged, but that does not make us wise. We're not special. We're not different. We don't choose who lives or dies. Let's be normal. See bad movies. Sneak a beer and watch TV. We'll bake brownies or go bowling. Don't you want a life with me? Can't we be 17? That's all I want to do. If you could let me in, I could be
We let go, take a deep breath, and go buy some summer clothes. We'll go camping, play some poker, and we'll eat some chili fries. Maybe prom night,
Maybe dancing.
don't stop looking in my eyes. Can't we be 17? Is that so hard to do? If you could let me in, I could be good with you. Let us be 17. If we've still got the right. So what's it gonna be? I wanna be with you.
I wanna
be with you tonight.
Badly damaged, but your love's too good to lose.
Hold me tighter,
Even closer.
I'll stay if I'm what you choose.
Can't we be 17?
If I am what you choose.
If we've still got the
Please,
right.
you're the one I choose.
You're the one I choose. You're the one I choose.
There was a time when I flew higher. Was a time the wild girl running free would be me. Now I see her feel the fire. Now I know she needs me there to share. I'm nowhere. All these blank and tranquil years seems they've dried up all my tears. And while she runs free and fast, seems my wild days are past. But I miss the mountains. I miss the dizzy heights. All the manic magic days and the dark depressing nights. I miss the mountains. I miss the highs and lows. All the climbing, all the falling, all the wild wind blows, stinging you with snow and soaking you with rain. I miss the mountains. I miss the pain. Mountains make you crazy. Here it's safe and sound. My mind is somewhere hazy. My feet are on the ground. Everything is balanced here and on an even keel. Everything is perfect. Nothing's real. Nothing's real. And I miss the mountains. cuts you like a knife. I miss the mountains. I miss the mountains. I miss my life. I miss my life.
There was something in a desert. There was someplace wild and green, and a child in the village I passed through. There are places that I've traveled, and so many things I've seen, and it all fades away. But I was sliding down a mountain. I was burning in the sun. I was crying with amazement at the view. I was capturing a moment, but when all is said and done, well, it all fades away but you. It all fades away. It all fades away. It all fades away but you. I have sailed across the oceans, past the cities and the farms, on a never-ending quest for something new. But the only things that mattered were the 4 days in your arms, and it all fades away but you. It all fades away. It all fades away. It all fades away but you. There's one thing that's eternal, that cannot be torn apart. There's one thing that remains forever true. Past the thinking, past the breathing, past the beating of my heart, it will all fade away but you. It all fades away. It all fades away. It all fades away but you. It all fades
sometimes I can be perfectly sweet. Got the sugary me all stuffed up in my sleeve, and I talk of ponies and rainbows and things, and I'm just who you want me to be. But like most creatures down here on the ground, I'm composed of the elements moving around, and I grow and change, and I shift and I switch, and it turns out I'm actually kind of a bitch. But that only happens when I get provoked by some piece of shit asshole we all sadly know. And I sit and I write while reminding you all the mean songs are still better than going postal. That guy's an asshole. That girl's a bitch. Baby, it's natural. No getting away from it. So sing it out with me. And then let it go. Fuck that guy. He's just an asshole. I've surprised you with some of my words, and I know that surprises, while fun, still can hurt. And I hate to think that I've ruined the day of the dick and the queen of the high horse parade. And I'm sick and tired of your poisonous ways, your toxin wasting perfectly good space. And I say what I think because it's more economic than drugs or a drink. That guy's an asshole. That girl's a bitch. Baby, it's natural. No getting away from it. So sing it out with me. And then let it go. Fuck that guy. He's just an asshole. And I won't let him in under my skin. You're a sad sack of shit. It's pathetic. Just a festering sore who could never be more than that if I don't let him in. And that guy's an asshole. That girl's a bitch. Baby, it's natural. No getting away from it. So sing it out with me. And then let it go. Fuck that guy. He's just an asshole. 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 So sing it out with me. And then let it go. Fuck that guy. He's just an asshole.
Never thought back when I was a kid in high school I'd grow up to be a teacher. I hated teachers. See, I thought back when I was a kid in high school I'd grow up to write a symphony, but I never wrote a symphony. I've got students picking noses, got a classroom with no chairs. The profession that I've chose is just a mess, and no one cares. But if I had a stage, I'd fill it with an orchestra. 16 violins, and 4 bassoons, and they play me a symphony that only I could write. If I had a stage, I'd step into the light. Never thought back when I was a kid in college I'd give up the oboe. God, I love my oboe. See, I thought back when I was a kid in college I could teach just for a little while, but it's been more than a little while. The ceiling has been leaking in the band room 20 years, and the clarinets keep squeaking while my passion disappears. But if I had a stage, the crowds would flock to see me. Button-up tuxedo, cufflinks on the sleeve, and when I'd spread my arms, the world would start to spin. If I had a stage, if I had a stage. Somewhere there's a stage waiting to be conquered, dusty from the years of heartache and regret. As long as I can hear the music, maybe there's still time to write my page somewhere on the stage, somewhere on a stage.
The field was bright with clover. I saw the finish sign. I started as a rover, and then victory was mine. I thought the race was over, but they just keep moving the line. They cheered at my persistence, but prayed for my decline. The path of least resistance led to Hollywood and Vine. I tried to go the distance, but they just keep moving the line. I jumped all of the hurdles to break out of the pack. I started on the outside and then hit the inside track. I left the other fillies back at the starting gate. Was ready on my mark. I got it set to hurry up and wait. So talent and ambition won me the chance to shine. I aced that big audition, but it's raining on cloud nine. Can't beat the competition, 'cause they just keep moving the line. I handled every corner, each bumble on the track, and when I saw the ribbon, well, there was no turning back. I won the photo finish, I posed for all the men, but before I got my trophy, well, the race began again. So I made friends with rejection and straining up my spine. I'll change each imperfection till it's time to drink the wine. I toast to resurrection, but they just keep moving the line. Please give me some direction, 'cause they just keep moving their line. Now that she's back in the atmosphere with drops of Jupiter in her hair, she acts like summer and walks like rain, reminds me that there's time to change it. Since the return of her stay on the moon, she listens like spring and she talks like June. But tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights all faded and that heaven is overrated? Tell me, did you fall for a shooting star, one without a permanent scar? And did you miss me while you were looking for yourself out there? Now that she's back from that soul vacation, tracing her way through the constellation, she checks out Mozart while she does tableau, reminds me that there's room to grow. Now that she's back in the atmosphere, I'm afraid she might think of me as plain old Jane. Told a story about a man who was too afraid to fly, so he never did land. But tell me, did the wind sweep you off your feet? Did you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day and head back to the Milky Way? Tell me, did Venus blow your mind? Was it everything you wanted to find? And did you miss me while you were looking for yourself out there? Can you imagine, oh love, pride, deep fried chicken, your best friend always sticking up for you? Even when I know you're wrong, can you imagine, no first dance, freeze-dried romance, 5-hour phone conversations, the best soy latte that you ever had, and me? But tell me, did the wind sweep you off your feet? Did you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day and head back to the Milky Way? Tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights all faded and that heaven is overrated? And tell me, did you fall for a shooting star, one without a permanent scar? And did you miss me while you were looking for yourself? Na 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 na. And did you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day? Na 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 na. And did you fall for a shooting star? Fall for a shooting star. Na 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 na. And now you're lonely looking for yourself out there. Boom.